Welcome to issue 307 of Critical Encounters, a podcast about Marvel Champions, a living card game by Fantasy Flight Games. Here, we take a good look at the most critical piece of the game, the encounter sets. We'll discuss those poorly understood characters, unfairly labeled villains, and their various plans to shape humanity and benefit the planet, as well as those so-called heroes intent on thwarting them. I'm one of your hosts who's been with you for 6 years, Steve, and with me on this journey for the entirety of the 6 years is Daniel. Hi, Daniel.
Oh, 6 beautiful years with you, Steve. I apologize that on occasion I've missed a few of these shows, whereas you have been so steadfast. So steadfast. You are 6 solid years. I'm sort of 6 Swiss cheesy years.
Yeah. Well, what I lack in quality, I make up for in quantity. So
that's right.
When speaking of quality, Scott is here. Scott, hello. Our youngest, newest villain. Yeah.
And I think our youngest villain. It's fair to say that
also
too.
The
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's also
sure.
true.
Yeah.
Not that I would call myself young by any stretch of the imagination, but younger is still applicable.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow, 6 years.
Yeah, so this is our 6-year anniversary show. Moving forward, like the next show will be our first show of volume 7, where we're starting our 7th year, which is crazy.
That's crazy.
Bananas.
We were talking about this earlier, and my one son is only 12, so he was half of his life. Dad has been doing this podcast, and now he plays the game with me and comes to conventions. So yeah, it's odd to think about.
But that's almost true for my youngest daughter as well. But she does not play the game with me. but at least she has expressed zero interest. So
yeah, okay,
yeah. Cool. Well, Steve, I want to congratulate you for the work you've done for these 6 years. We praise you all the damn time, so it's not like saying anything new.
I want to.
But this is legit, man. This is great stuff you've done to keep this going.
Indeed.
Well, it couldn't be done without you, Daniel. It couldn't have been done without Mustafa. Couldn't have been done without Mike. Could not be done without Scott or any of the elite minions or any guest we have had on in the 6 years. Guests who have showed up for one show, guests who have been on multiple times, people from FFG, artists, community members, all those people. Like, yeah,
Takes the whole village.
And we'll keep going 6 more if people want to listen to us, right? So
yeah,
that's right.
I know that we have at least 3 more years of stuff we haven't done.
Yeah, we're okay for a while. So.
I think we got time. All right.
But Daniel, the folks want to know what is on your mind tonight.
Okay, well, I got 2 things. I got some gratitude and I've got some saditude.
Oh.
So let me start with the gratitude. I want to say a Patreon thank you, Steve and Scott. We need to say thank you so much to Sonia Weiss. Now, or Weiss if she's an American, but I wanted to honor, heritage here. So, Sonia, thank you so much for helping us out on Patreon. Your reward is turns out we actually have a position open at the Taskmaster Academy. We need a substitute gym teacher. So, hey, thank you for accepting that role officially, finally, Sonia. We know that you bring a bold, innovative approach to physical education. Dodgeball, still part of the curriculum, but now it's taught with like live ordnance, unclear rules, and emphasis on learning through fear. Helmets optional, waivers mandatory. We've never been more proud of your commitment to fitness, teamwork, and Sonia, quite honestly, to chaos. So we're not concerned for the children, the building, the surrounding zip code. So have at it, Sonia. The gym is yours for the time being. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Sonia, for being a patron for quite some time. Thank you to you and to every one of our patrons out there.
We should have a rule where they can't un-Patreon until
we thank them.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be great. That'd be great.
All right. And now on to my saditude. I'll make it quick. Now,
okay.
Scott, you probably know this, but Steve, for sure you know this. My biggest dream in life is to be out in the wild and someone recognizes my voice, right? That's
Right.
Yes.
and through this podcast, that's my big dream. I've had random opportunities for this in game stores, but would you believe this next story I'm about to tell you almost beggars belief? But here we go. I recently got back from Argentina with my family, and when we were in Buenos Aires, I decided to look up on Yelp game stores in the area, and I found one that was like a mile walk from where we were staying in Palermo. So I walk there, and I get there when it's a sort of a strange shop, the way it's set up. There's the guy behind the counter. There is a real skinny guy in a biker's helmet that's like looking through magic cards, I think. And then there is a guy in a suit at the counter. And what is it, do you think, that he is asking about and purchasing?
I'm going to guess Marvel Champions.
Of course.
The Marvel Champions core set.
Cool.
When I walk in, this is happening.
Destiny.
So I'm just terrified, right? Like my Spanish isn't golden. And like I'd been there already about 9 days in the country to further find out how bad my Spanish is. And so I'm screwing up the courage to say something. And I'm like, I'm not going to say anything. What can I? So, and I'm walking around the store pretending to look at things and finally I do it. I finally go up. I'm like, hey, and I say in Spanish to you, like, does anyone here speak? Do any of you speak English? And they both look, the guy buying the game and the guy behind the counter look at me blankly. And the skinny guy in the biker's helmet is like, do you need me to translate for you? Right? So that was a nice offer. And I'm like, sure. I know a really good podcast about this game.
Uh-oh.
And the two guys continue to look at me like as if I don't know, like I farted or something. and the guy translates, and the guy buying the game says, podcast, huh? And I'm like, yeah, it's called Critical Encounters. And the name means nothing to anyone in the room. Even the skinny guy translating, like, he's like, oh, it's about this game? I'm like, yeah. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is not going to be my moment where someone recognizes my voice. Like, it's very clear that this did not happen for me. I was so prepared because, as you know, not that far from Chile in Argentina, right?
Right.
I'm thinking,
Yeah.
right? I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
I can't just head over to something. Like, I might have to now, head west a little bit. But, like, man, like, I just thought this was serendipity when I walk in the door. I'm like, what are the flipping chances? There's like two people here. One's buying Marvel Champions. Like, this is my moment for international celebrityhood.
Yeah.
Fail. And like,
I appreciate the try.
So like, weirdly.
Right.
It's just sort of like awkward silence after. And I'm like, I'm like, never mind. I'll be over here. And so I was so embarrassed that I bought two little stupid card games that I didn't even know what they were. And I didn't want them. And I'm like, oh.
Ooh, that's pretty funny. Okay. If you are the guys in the card store in Buenos Aires who had this interaction and
God, I want to hear from them.
Daniel talked you into listening to this show, you need to reach out to us. You need to let us know. Yes, please email us. We'll tell you how at the end of the episode.
The guy who purchased the game did not hablar inglés. So he's probably not listening. But yeah. So thank you for that story. Or for listening to that story. It's gonna happen to me someday. It sort of happened in line at the MCDC, but I don't think that counts.
Yeah, it needs to be in the wild, right?
It really needs to be in the wild.
Yeah.
But it was
you were there. I was in Costa Rica, and we did go to the mall in San Jose, and there was a store there. And I was like, "Oh, let's see if they have Marvel Champions." I wanted like Spanish language packs and stuff.
Yeah.
They had old Netrunner.
Wow.
Yeah, they had like the Netrunner.
Please tell me you bought that because that's worth $1 million.
I should have, but I didn't. It was still it was like $70 or something, even with the exchange rate. And there was like an Arkham Horror core box or something. So there was a couple and something else. There's like some FFG games there, but no Marvel Champions. They did have all these like Marvel Funko Pops. So I'm like, oh, they might have the no, it wasn't there.
Huh.
We ended up not buying anything in that store. It was kind of a weird mix of games and toys and kitschy stuff. So yeah. But
well, our time will come, Steve.
someday. Well,
I mean, it still never happened at my local game store. So why? I mean, what am I thinking? That Buenos Aires would be my spot.
so my local game store, the new one, a friend of mine, Phil, who some of you may have met at one of the conventions, he plays like a regular Star Wars Unlimited there, and he's talked up the show and to his. So like we were at Phil's birthday party, and some guys were like, "Oh, you're the guy from the podcast," and I was like, "Yes, how do you know that?" He goes, "Well, Phil told me all about it." I'm like, "Oh, well, that doesn't count." So
that does count.
I mean, yeah, but
that's gotta count.
He hadn't really listened to the show. He just knew that I was Steve, that Phil knew from the podcast. And,
right. Yeah. If it wasn't vocal recognition, you're right.
Yeah. No. So.
All right. But enough of this.
Yeah, let's move on. What are we going to do? Scott, what are we doing? What are we doing on this random anniversary Supervillain Roundtable show? Do we have any plans?
We have so many plans. Mostly it's just have a lot of fun. I think we're going to start with a little bit of this or that, aren't we?
Yeah, let's do that. We could do that. Folks will remember this from the 300 show. Just sort of a quick, rapid fire, couple questions, kind of get the juices flowing, and then we can move into some other stuff. So, you guys ready? So this is supposed to be rapid fire. You just answer quick. All three of us. I'll give mine after the two you guys. Okay, you ready?
Yes. Should we answer in order? Should it be like Scott, then me, then you, or something like that? So we're not talking over each other?
Yeah, that sounds good. Scott, Daniel, Steve. So we'll go like that.
Okay.
And it's just pick one, this or that. So basic win condition or alternate win condition?
Oh. Alternate win condition.
Alternate win condition.
Yeah, alternate win condition for me too. Okay. Proxima Midnight or Corvus Glaive?
Ooh, Proxima Midnight.
Proxima Midnight.
I like Corvus Glaive. All right, Nick Fury or Professor X?
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury.
Yeah, Fury for me too. All right, Helicarrier or Avengers Mansion?
Helicarrier.
Avengers Mansion.
Ooh, I think I like the Mansion better too. All right, Avengers or X-Men?
Ooh. Oh, that's hard, but I'm going to say Avengers.
I too will say Avengers because I know them better.
Yeah,
and we've been in a longer relationship.
I'll go with Web Warriors. Was that a choice? No. Okay. I'll say Avengers. I'll say Avengers also.
All right.
Okay. All right. Last one.
You got to cheat at your own game.
That's right. I mean, I'm a villain.
Wait, this is the last one already. Okay.
We can do a couple more. We'll do a couple more.
Well, my juices aren't totally.
All right. I'll do some more. All right. Iron Man or Iron Heart?
Iron Heart, hands down.
I think this one's obvious. Iron Heart.
Okay, I'm going to say Iron Man because I like to give Daniel a hard time.
Good on you.
All right, Minion or Side Scheme?
Minion.
Most of my decks I build are geared towards violence. You know I hate the nerd decks. So
yeah. Okay, piercing or overkill?
That's a good question.
That's a really good and kind of hard one. I'm gonna go with overkill.
I'm gonna go piercing.
I think I will say overkill because the opportunity is there more often. I think. I don't know.
But there's really just something so sexy about negating tough.
Yeah, there really is.
You know.
Yeah. Okay, how about the last one here? A basic obligation, like core set standard basic obligation, or a persistent obligation that sits down on the table and stays there.
Persistent.
I guess persistent.
Yeah, I'd say persistent one.
Do we have very many examples of that though?
Yeah, there are ones that come out and stick around. I don't know any off the top of my head. I'm not Mike.
It's Doctor Strange, Ghost Spider, Cyclops, Spectrum. Spectrum's is brutal. What are some of the others? Some of the form flippers, right? They can't change.
Well, there's always Valkyries. I'm sure her obligation is terrible too, right?
Yep.
Since her nemesis neuters her, why wouldn't her obligation?
We just totally destroy her as well.
Yeah, the Affairs in Other World or whatever I think is what it's called.
Yeah. I guess I shouldn't use the term. I shouldn't use the term neuter with her, but you know what I mean. All right. All right. That was fun. My juices are now appropriately flowing, Steve.
All right. Good. All right. Because we have another game here we're going to play. So some of these we wanted to do at 300 and we didn't have room for. So, or the time. So So let's do a villain draft. Okay. So
we're the villains, right?
we're the
We are a
villains.
villain.
We are
Okay.
villains. I mean, that's.
Okay.
I mean, I hope
That's who
so.
we are.
So we're gonna draft heroes. So why would villains intentionally pick this hero? Like we would choose this hero. We have a bunch of different categories.
Okay.
I'm gonna mention a category. For example, and we're talking about heroes in the game,
Mhm.
and it can be mechanical, theme wise, whatever the reason is. So like category 1, most punchable face. Okay,
Okay.
most punchable face.
All
I
right.
love this.
Daniel, we'll rotate who goes first. We'll move our way
Okay.
around. So we'll start with Daniel for most punchable
Now-
face. Who do you have?
Okay. Did you guys organize these in like top 3 or like did you rank them or did you just pick 3?
I only picked one. Let's just go with our top one.
Oh wow. Okay, so seriously the most punchable face.
The most
Just the
punchable
most.
face that you have. Yeah, because we're gonna do 10
Mhm.
categories. And like
I see. Okay.
if we have a duplicate, I did pick a few extras in case we had a duplicate so that I could say something
I also
different.
have 3 for every category.
Oh,
So if we duplicate, we can honorable mention our way through.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Mhm. All right. Well, I will say the owner of the most punchable face in our game to date is Iceman.
Whoa. Iceman.
Interesting. Why that?
Well, he's got that alter ego. I looked only at the alter ego art for this.
Oh, good. Okay, that's good.
And like his real life persona, where he's like on his little floaty bed in the pool. Yeah. I thought like that's a punchable face. I mean, my honorable
That's
mention
true.
was Spider Ham, but for just
Completely
who
different.
doesn't want to punch a pig?
Right. Yeah. All right, Scott, who'd you pick?
I picked Angel.
He was
He
my other
is
one, Scott.
smug. He is way too pretty for his own good. And he's a rich kid. Like the guy
His name
inherited
is
more
something,
wealth
something
than
the
anybody.
third.
His name is Sir Warren Worthington III. Like, who doesn't want to punch this guy in the face?
Tinky
Seriously.
out with the teacup. Yeah, like, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The guy
He
needs
was
a good
my number
beating.
2. Nice job, Scott. Thank you for saying it.
Good one. I took Gambit, the Cajun. If you looked at him, he is so smug. He's like always smiling. He thinks he's all that and a bowl of gumbo. Like, yeah, the accent, the whole thing. He's got that tuft of hair on the top when he wears his costume. Just want to punch him right in the face.
he appears as number 1 in another list for me.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah. All
I
right.
was gonna show up with a black eye in your other list.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Okay.
Which might change how he got to my list then. But okay. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Number 2, the easiest to kidnap. So maybe this character's obligation is too easy.
All right.
You know, a hero with an obligation that's like nothing compared to like real villain problems.
Sure.
So, Scott, we'll start with you.
All right, I went with Ironheart. I think outside of her suit, she'd be super easy to kidnap, and her obligation is like discard a token, discard this card. It is so, she generates tokens so easily. It's like spend a mental resource basically is what it costs you. And that is so like you still get to flip down if you want. So it's a free flip down to alter ego where you want to go anyway. And then you just like spend a mental resource. Basically, you discard one of the tokens off your hero. It's a minor setback. It literally has minor setback in the title of
That
the
is the
obligation.
name of
Yes.
It is the name of the obligation. It is by far the easiest.
I also chose Ironheart. Yes, it's so stupid easy, especially late game when she's not even trying to build her suit anymore.
know.
You're just like, whatever,
Yep.
it's gone. Okay.
You're just sitting on 20 tokens or something.
Yeah.
She was also my number 1, but we've talked about this before on the podcast, and it made kind of this whole category a little bit unsettling to me as that the easiest to kidnap are the game's teenagers.
Or the children. Yeah.
That's true.
So, so that was kind of oogie about this category, but I also said Ironheart basically just because, like Scott said, like the name of the thing is minor.
Yeah.
I said Nova, Ironheart, and Jubilee they're gonna get over their problems real quick.
Yeah. Easiest applications. Yeah.
Yeah. And we said before that, and we actually delight in the fact that the designers take care of the teens and don't make it so bad for them.
I am waiting for one of the like kid obligations to be like lost homework or late for the sports game or something. Right?
Argument with friends.
Yeah. It just say 6-7 on it or something stupid.
Didn't get the lead in the school play.
Right. Or the same
yeah.
outfit as Jenny.
Wow.
I don't know who Jenny is, but you know.
Right.
Okay, next category. Okay. The narcissistic or self-righteous team leader. So like someone who will absolutely get the team killed by lecturing the villain. Okay. I know that this is somewhat close to the next category, but I went with Deadpool for this one because he doesn't care. He can't really die, so he's going to stand there. He's going to mog for the camera. He's going to be breaking the fourth wall. All around him, everything is burning. His teammates are dying, right? He's bringing acceleration icons and hazard icons and all this sort of stuff. His obligation is called the Merc with the Mouth. He is, it's all about him. He even has a run like Deadpool kills the universe, like so self-centered. So he's my narcissistic, self-righteous team leader. If he's ever a team leader. So
nice.
Genius.
I went with I veered more towards the narcissism route when I chose this one. And this is where I put Gambit. Basically for what you were saying, Steve. Like this just smug little card sharp. Just,
yeah, look at me.
Something about him. Yeah. There are a number of honorable mentions here, like, Captain America. Like, what's more self-righteous than that guy? But
yeah, true.
But yeah, for me, I went narcissism, and I chose Remy Lebeau, and he's even French. How narcissistic they are.
Yeah, jeepers.
Yeah. All right. So there goes Minnesota, New Jersey, and
all France.
Yeah, all of France.
All of France. Yeah. Okay. Scott, what about you?
Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana too. Yeah.
I went with the greatest narcissist in Marvel Comics, Tony Stark, Iron Man.
Yep.
The guy doesn't know when to shut up. Like, once he starts talking, he's not going to stop talking. And his whole team's going to sit there and die while he's trying to either, one, convince the villain that he's smarter than they are, or just because he can't possibly imagine that he could ever be wrong.
Yep, that's Iron Man.
And that is why, for category 4, Steve,
the hero most likely to monologue instead of fight.
I chose Tony Stark, Iron Man. But I also made it kind of like about the game as well, because he sits there and takes hours to build up and become a hero while the rest of you all do the work.
Yep.
So he's busy talking and getting his little gear together while you have to actually fight villains and such.
Now, what was your pick, Steve, for number 3?
It was Deadpool.
Oh, Deadpool. That's right.
Yeah, I went
yes,
first.
you started it with Deadpool.
That's why I jumped on number 4, because I knew I was
yes,
first place.
Indeed. I just forgot. I got so caught up with the Remy Lebeau, I forgot about Deadpool.
He was monologuing himself,
Deadpool.
Daniel.
I was.
Yeah.
How meta, Scott. That's so meta.
I'm going to tell you my number 4 is, number 4, right? Mine is Magneto, okay? Because he has a lot to say about mutant rights. And he might be right, but there's something about, like, old white men just standing there talking at you. I mean, please keep listening to our show.
I feel very seen.
You are anti-advertising.
I know. Well, I am self-aware of this.
And think of my profession.
Yeah, all right. I mean, at a certain point, you get sick of hearing Magneto say the same thing over and over and over again. And he wants to talk to you so much, he will wrap you up in metal and just leave you sitting there while he talks at you, right? So that's why I picked Magneto.
You know what? Brilliant.
Excellent choice.
Brilliant.
Scott?
Oh. Well, I went in kind of a different direction. I went with Rocket Raccoon.
Oh.
Because while he does love to shoot and kill people, he also is very easily distracted. And if you bait him with something like, hey, you don't even have a plan, do you? Or, call him a trash panda, or what kind of animal are you? Lord knows that Rocket Raccoon can't keep his mouth shut. He's going to have to prove them wrong. Now, yes, he will probably also gun them down in the end, but you know, you could probably keep him tied up with his going into genius explanation, tell you why he's smarter than you mode for at least an hour while everybody else around him is getting taken down.
Right on.
That was my dark horse. I tried to go a different direction.
Well
Yeah,
done.
it's good. It's good. All right, category number 5. The most overconfident do-gooder. Like, sure, I can handle this alone. Famous last words.
Nice. Okay.
All right, who's first?
Scott, I think.
Me,
Yeah.
I went with Hawkeye.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know that he is the most confident, but he's probably the most overconfident in terms of how well he's gonna handle the villain and the minions in the side schemes. At least in this game, I think even more so than Hulk, who sometimes just shows up and wipes out a villain like that. Hawkeye, sometimes not so much. He's like, yeah, I can handle that. Don't worry, I'll take care of that side scheme. But it's like, dude, your cable arrow removes 3 threat. There's like 9 threat on that side scheme. He's like, oh.
Let me throw pointy sticks at you. Yeah.
Well, can you shoot another one? Oh, no, I can't actually. I'm already exhausted. I can't use my bow again.
Meanwhile, Captain Marvel says, let me handle this.
I can't reload my bow. You can't put another arrow on my bow.
I can't reload my bow.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So the most overconfident do-gooder is absolutely Hawkeye.
Yeah, I love too. He shows up with a quiver that is empty.
Yes.
What?
He's got to put arrows in it over the course of the game.
Over the course of the game.
He has to find the ones he's already shot in the street.
Hawkeye, what are you doing? Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm finding a trick
looting
arrow.
as he goes, Daniel. He's looting as he goes.
Geez, I kind of feel bad for this guy.
No, don't. All right. Who'd you pick, Daniel? Who'd you pick?
You're next, Steve. If we're going by our sacred order.
I forgot what order. Okay, so
There is no order.
I picked Cable. Okay.
Okay.
To start with, the man's kit is broken once he gets going, right? So he is super confident in his ability. But if he can't, go and get those side schemes cleared, he has nothing going for him. So he has to get those going. And if he can't, but he does think he can do all of it himself, to the point where, in the story, he even appoints himself the guardian of Hope Summers, and he flees into the future to raise her alone as the savior of mutant kind. He's like, oh, she's going to save all mutant kind. I'll be here, the only person that she knows her entire life until we bring her back to save everyone.
So true.
So yeah, I can handle this alone as Cable.
Well, that's a good. You both picked well, but you missed the right answer.
Oh, which was?
Oh, and what's that?
Well, I think what says overconfidence more like, I'll take 3 encounter cards to play my gun.
Okay.
Star-Lord.
Nice. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
This was the easiest category for me. I was like, oh, what says overconfident? Whatever. I mean, and then I remember that picture of your game state playing him. Oh my God. 7 encounter cards on the board.
It's funny, a couple of these guys I have listed for other things, so we'll see how it goes.
I know. I thought about Star-Lord for that one, but I tried not to list the same person twice, so I had to come up with some other.
Yes.
Some of the heroes would have popped up more than once on my list.
Sure, that is absolutely true.
Yeah.
Star-Lord's on my next list as well, but not as number 1.
Oh, okay. All right, because our next category is the most annoying quip machine, right? The hero the villain wants to eliminate first, just so they'll stop talking. I think maybe I'm first this time.
You are.
Yeah.
Okay. So going back to a character that has already been chosen, I chose Rocket Raccoon.
Me too. Spoiler.
Yeah. He thinks he's a real laugh track, right? But honestly, his humor, it barely lands. Most of the time, he's just vulgar. He's more potty mouth than plot twist, right? I don't think his quips, they don't punch up. There's no puns. So what's the point if he's not using a pun? Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. He's no Spider-Man. He's no Spider-Man, right? And though Spider-Man has his quips and his wisecracks, and but yeah, I don't know. I think Spider-Man's jokes really sting, and Rocket Raccoon just kind of leaves you flat.
Yeah. I also chose Ant-Man, but I think it's because Paul Rudd's the actor.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, there's that.
I think that's really it. I don't know anything about Ant-Man, the actual comic hero. So, but Paul Rudd he plays Paul Rudd in every movie he's in. So I thought,
I think that's good. Yep.
Right.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I went with somebody in the Web Warrior universe, but not Spider-Man. I went with Spider-Ham.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
Yeah.
he has an equal number of quips to Spider-Man, but he is way more annoying because he's a pig. He's impossible to get rid of. Like, the pig will not die as a villain. That guy is your worst nightmare. You can't get rid of him, and he won't shut up. He's always sticking his tongue out at you, blowing raspberries, shouting, "Bam! Whack! Pow!"
Wiggling
Pop.
around.
He's wiggling around. He's high-fiving Captain America in the middle of a fight. Like, dude,
No, that's a good
this is
one.
supposed to
That
be
is-
serious.
Yeah.
This is
He
supposed to be
hams
good.
it up too much.
He hams it up too
Oh.
much. Side note, one of my favorite heroes to play in a group. If I want to be cheaty and annoying like a hero.
All right, category 7. Hero whose nemesis is doing all the work for you. Like, hey, bring that guy. His nemesis will take him out for us. Right?
Nice. Well, as I've shown on Twitch and live during the Loki scenario, no one does this better than Dark Phoenix.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Boy, is she fun to bring to a party.
Oh, you need someone to consume the world? Yeah, I'll do that for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we all just admitted we love the alternate loss conditions.
Yeah.
I mean, you might have called them alternate win conditions,
Win,
but
but
we know
whatever.
what you really
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So love me some Dark Phoenix.
Excellent
You like
choice.
that?
I think it's me.
Yeah. Yeah, Scott. Who do you have? Who do you have?
Gosh, this one, there's several that I would pick. And Jean Grey was like absolutely up there, but I figured that Daniel was going to pick Jean Grey. So
Me too.
I also had an honorary Spider-Ham, but since I just used him, I'm instead going to go with Wolverine's nemesis, which is Omega Red.
Yeah, nice.
He comes out, his side scheme keeps you from being able to damage Omega Red, so you can't take him out right away. And whenever, like at the end of your turn after he attacks, he hits like every person on the board for damage. I think that's fantastic. Like he's doing more damage than the villain 90% of the time. It's brutal. I love it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is good.
I went with Enchantress.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, her card in a solo game, it just gives the villain like
over.
3 bonus turns to win.
It's over.
Yeah. Boom.
So
You
true.
just stop her in her tracks and moving on. Yeah.
Not
too exciting, but someone had to say it. So
I wish that's what is like the reason why you should only play her in multiplayer, but really there's no reason to play her.
yeah, just at all. Yeah.
I also honorably mentioned Nightcrawlers.
Yes, he was on my possible list too with all his quick striking, bamfing about.
Quick striking, vamping around. He never leaves. Yeah. Like once.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right.
Excellent one. Yeah, I thought about him as well. Azazel is tough. That quick strike with 3 damage, it's mean. I think the Juggernaut is another really good one. When he enters play, he wipes out all the tough statuses.
Well, and you're like
setups.
playing Colossus and you're kind of doing okay, and then you're just like, well, wait, I forgot Juggernaut is his nemesis. This is huge. 8 health guy, right? It's like, oh man. Yeah. Okay, number 8. The hero most likely to accidentally damage their own team.
I picked the ever frustrating Star-Lord. Clearly, he's going to get cards for you that are going to wreck your game because he just keeps taking encounter cards until the villain's won, basically.
Yeah, not a surprise.
Yeah, I mean, mostly
pretty much the easy answer.
But by hurting himself, he does kind of globally damage the universe.
Yeah, well, and like he pulls out side schemes, he pulls out treacheries. Like, yes, they are often directed at him, but oftentimes they just screw up literally everybody at the board. So,
all right. So I chose you said Star-Lord. I also went with celestial things, and went with Storm because I think her weather patterns can like totally harm the rest of the table if she's not paying attention. Right?
That is a great call.
I gave everybody retaliate, and you've got a bunch of allies you need to attack with, or I'm going to reduce everybody's attack stat, and you have all these things you want to be attacking. Like, it just sounds like a perfect forecast for trouble for the heroes. Storm.
That is such a good answer.
Great answer.
I went more in my answer. I went more player specific. I chose Cable because when he comes out on the table, I realize I'm going to have less fun.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He is by far, in my mind, the cheatiest hero, and I just don't like him.
You have said that before. Yeah.
He also throws out a whole bunch of side schemes, and I don't play yellow.
Yeah.
So he damages my heart personally.
Oh, poor.
Yeah.
Poor
But I also don't want to alienate cable lovers in our community.
We've listed him twice now. So do we really care? We don't really care. Yeah. He's like Cyclops' kid.
In a game way, he adds a whole lot of threat to the table. That, yes, because he's Cable, he gets rid of himself like in 5 seconds anyway, so it's not a big deal. But like, I see a whole bunch of threat added to the table, and I'm like, man, I got an aggression deck.
Yeah,
exactly.
So, okay, I'll look for trouble again. So that kind of thing. I chose him.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're moving on. Our second to last category, number 9, the easiest to emotionally manipulate. Like, he's gonna feel bad and throw the whole fight.
Yeah. This one I don't think we could ever answer mechanically, so I think we had to go lower-ish, right? On this one.
I think I'm up, right? Am I first?
You are.
Oh, so I chose the Incredible Iron Man. Yep, Iron Man. Because if he doesn't get his toys, he is going to stay home until he can get his toys. He's just going to let the threat pile up, like you said, Daniel. You can manipulate him by like, oh, are you missing your boots? You better stay in alter ego until you can find them, and don't do any work or help anybody at the table. So like, you can stay home, let the big boys do the fighting, totally manipulate him into wanting better stuff, and he will just not contribute. So Iron Man.
Genius.
Love it.
All right. Well, I picked somebody who makes decisions far too often based on their emotions, and that is the naive, innocent Miss Marvel. Like, the girl is.
You were going to say that. I was thinking you were going to say Hulk.
She is a total fangirl.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
She's a total fangirl. Like, you could play into her love for Captain Marvel or for Iron Man. Like, you just throw like an innocent baby out in the middle of the street, and she's going to be so worried about taking care of that baby. Like, you don't even have to fight her. It is so easy to manipulate. She's got teen angst. Like,
yeah,
she is a giant, like, bowl full of just malleable clay in the hands of a good villain.
Oh, you're saying she's stretchy?
Yes, in fact I am. Only in the comics.
Scott, that is good. I too originally went with what teenager could I find in this game, and then I realized, but wait, the emotional manipulation and the drama associated with that happens daily in my own house. So I thought, no one emotionally manipulates you better than a sister.
Ooh.
And so I chose Nebula.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like she is the weaker of the two. She gets her goat taken by Gamora more than other way around, I think. And I don't quite remember how they are nemesis for each other, and like which nemesis is the worst. But in my mind, Gamora rattles Nebula, the hero, more than vice versa.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And
I think so.
I chose that kind of, the sister love, man, because it's just so immediate in my life.
You have 2 daughters, don't you?
Dude, teenage daughters.
2 teenage daughters. Oh yeah.
Yep. Even more real.
Keep the blades away from them.
Yeah.
So that I chose Nebula.
Nice.
Storm was on my list because I feel like she's probably still raw over that horrible Toad line in the movie.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, our 10th and final category. At least for this show, we may have to come back to some of these.
I like this. This is fun.
I know.
I have some other ideas for other categories. Okay.
Good.
But for this one, our least street smart hero, right? The hero most likely to walk into a trap labeled definitely not a trap.
Yeah. I may have gone with the low hanging fruit here on this one, but I chose Hulk. And basically, I just looked at the heroes that had no thwart
Yes.
or very low, and not only low thwart, but like no way to really boost it. So Hulk was my number one.
Okay.
That's me.
Not a bad choice. He's not
Thank
had
you.
as much play on this list as I would have thought, going into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, number 9, he could have been easily emotionally manipulated. You
Yes.
just poke him. Now he's mad, and there you go.
Yeah.
Drops all his cards, and he's over with. But okay, least street smart hero, Scott. Who do you have?
I put Nightcrawler.
Oh.
Like, the man
Yeah.
spent most of his life in a monastery with a bunch of monks. Like, he is the opposite of street smart. He treats everybody as if they're their best version of themselves. He's the kind of the person that he'd walk into an alley and somebody would be like, hey, there's this really hurt girl, and if you would just donate a little blood, we could save her. And they'd be like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. Next thing you know, he's strapped down on a table in an alley and they're harvesting half his organs. Like, that is what Nightcrawler would do. Now, if he didn't have the ability to bamf himself out of a trap, the man would already be dead. I think the only reason he's alive is because he has superpowers. It's not for his street smarts. I can guarantee that.
Yeah, he is
Sorry, Craig.
probably attempted to give money to the prince who just needs $10,000 so he
The
can
Nigerian prince.
the Nigerian
Nigerian
prince.
prince.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, so I had 2, but we've had said Star-Lord before, so I'm gonna go with my other option here, and I actually said Wolverine. Now, hear me out.
Okay.
Based on the cards, he burns up his life like super fast, right? And at some point, he forgets that you die by running out of hit points. So he's playing his own events. He's using his blind rage. He's taking hits. You're like, oh, but I can regenerate. And eventually in the game, you can't regenerate anymore because you've just spent all your life. And I think spending your life like that is the trap. And so Wolverine is my pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can get with
Now,
that.
he's not going to fall
Love
for
it.
the give me all your organs in the back alley, like thematically wise, but I think the cards in his kit become the trap. So
Love it. Steve, thank you for that beautiful game. That was fun.
Indeed. I love that.
you're welcome. It was good. Yeah. I'm glad we were able to give it some thought and some time.
So now what we got to do in some of our Twitches is have like narcissism night or most punchable face night.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yep.
so like the 3 or 4 players who show up, like they have to have their quipper
Theme.
or their horrible nemesis. Like, can you imagine
Yeah.
a game where you're playing Phoenix, Valkyrie?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. So we got to do that. Omega
Okay.
Red, like you just have like those kind of theme nights will be really fun. I know you try, Steve, to make it more about the stuff we've been.
Well, when this show
Talking
comes
about
out, it'll be a perfect
yeah,
Tuesday night
there you
Twitch.
go.
Yeah.
There you have
be-
it.
Perfect.
I love
So
it. I think that's great.
um,
Because sometimes we say, who do you want to play? Well, here's the criteria for who you're going to choose to play. So I like it. Yeah.
Excellent. So moving on,
Moving right along.
Steve, I think we should talk about the state of the game because I believe we've done this every anniversary.
I think we have, and I think we need to. Let's talk about where the game is, where the game's going, where the show is, where the show's going.
What is this? What is the state of the union?
Yeah, what is it?
All right.
Where are we? We are in January 2026.
Okay.
And we did get a release timeline. This was kind of like a new thing that FFG did at PAX, I think.
It
PAX
looks like
Unplugged.
the Disney thing when they talk about the shows, right?
Yeah, it looks like the Marvel Cinematic Universe when they would like,
Yeah.
okay, here's what we're going to plot out for
Yeah.
the year.
Yeah.
Scott, why don't you read us through the timeline here, just to give us a quick overview, and then we can
Well,
kind of
oh,
talk about our
before-
favorites.
Before
Or
that
no?
happens, so
Okay.
it is now January 2026. As Steve said, the most recent thing for the game that I possessed is I just picked up the something Synthezoid Smackdown, maybe it's
Correct.
called.
Yep,
Okay.
that's it.
So that officially ends, Steve, am I right? The Civil War nonsense.
No. Wonder Man and Hercules are Civil War.
Those
wing.
are also okay.
They are-
So they're They're leaders in the Civil War. Okay.
No, they're going to be heroes in the wave. So normally we
Oh,
get
okay.
we normally get a box and 4 hero packs, right? So
Got
for
it.
Civil
But-
War, we got the box, 2 leaders and 2 heroes. So they're giving us extra villains.
Okay. So the SmackDown is 2 more villains.
Correct.
Correct.
She-Hulk and Vision.
She-Hulk and Vision.
Yep.
And now Wonder Man and Hercules are just sort of
Hero packs.
extra dudes you can play,
Normally.
but they're not
Yeah.
necessarily Civil War related, right?
Well, they
Like these-
are.
Were these cats in the Civil War?
Yes, and they play a fairly big role. So everybody
weren't in
that's
the
come out in
movie.
this wave
I'm just gonna say.
are yes. Well, it's not based on the movie. The imagery and
Scott, all I know is about the movies.
the art is pulled straight from the comics. So the comic run, it was a really big arc that ran through like 10 or 12 different comic serials. Yeah, like different series. And all of these characters play a fairly significant role at some point or another. Wonder Man shows up in a bunch of the comics because he gets recruited by the government to work for them. And he's been committing wire fraud, basically. He's like not been paying taxes on something and using a nonprofit to basically move tax-free money and stuff because he's a
criminal is what he is. He's
rich and doesn't want to pay his taxes. Yeah, he's a criminal is what he is. And so they're like, oh, well, we'll forgive it if you'll work registration for us. And he didn't want to, but so he does. So he ends up being on the registration side.
I wonder who he votes for.
And then Hercules must be on the resistance side.
He is.
Right.
He ends up going toe to toe with the fake Thor because there's a fake Thor in the comic series, and Hercules ends up being on the resistance side alongside Cap and facing off against those registration heroes.
Is Hulkling and Tigra, are they on opposite sides as well?
They are, but they're both undercover. So at a crucial moment, Tigra has been undercover with Cap's team, and so she's feeding information to Tony, and Hulkling goes undercover in his imitation mode. So the person he's imitating in that picture in his cards is Hank Pym, and he goes undercover as Hank Pym, who's one of the registration folks. He's core, has access to all kinds of stuff in their system, and so that's pivotal for them, the anti-registration, the resistance, being able to try to get in and break all their friends out of jail at a certain point. So Hulkling and Tiger both play very pivotal roles in the comic.
So they're both undercover for the opposite team.
Correct.
Okay. And then Wonder Man and Hercules are both like really powerful characters, but they're just playing their team straight.
Very overt straight. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because we only get 4 heroes for Civil War and 6 leaders.
But 4 new scenarios that we can play whenever we want.
Absolutely.
I mean,
yes.
I do like the idea that I can beat up on Iron Man.
Oh, heck yeah.
So,
it's so fun.
Yeah.
And it's not just purposely losing as Iron Man. I can try to.
Right.
It's actually punching him in the face, category number 1. Yes. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, so spring of 2026, we get Wonder Man and Hercules in the Civil War wave.
Comes to an end.
10. I think that's wave 10. Ends. Yeah, comes to an end.
Okay.
And then summer 2026, we move into the next wave, which is Fear No Evil.
Now, do you guys know anything about that? Like what that is referencing?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
tell me about it.
Go ahead, Steve.
It's the death knell of the game. The game is dead. Daredevil. It's Daredevil.
Okay.
All right. We said once we get Daredevil, it's over with.
Okay. So then I'm really excited for this because that means we are beginning finally like the Defenders. Yeah.
Correct. It will be Defenders.
That's right.
I have been like, I don't know much about the world, of course, as you all know, but I've really enjoyed Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, like those folks, Daredevil, like the street level heroes. Like I have been waiting for this game to include those beyond the allies.
Yeah, and that's what we're we're going to get with Fear No Evil. I think it's Daredevil, and did they tell us who the other hero in the box is?
I'm curious, who would it be?
It's Echo. Maya.
Go.
Oh, okay. I bet. Yeah. Okay. We know that, or that's your best guess?
We know that.
Okay. Oh, I bet Echo's going to be my hero of choice for a long time.
Yeah, and we got an Echo TV Netflix series, right? We got
Mhm.
We did.
or whatever it was on.
Disney, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So that's Daredevil and Echo, and
Okay.
then it was a little confusing when they announced some of it. How many
this is
villains
going
are
to
in the
be
box?
a lot of Kingpin stuff then, right? Will be the
We hope
imagine.
so.
we imagine he's
We
the big
imagine.
bad. Okay.
I
That's
believe
that's the
Kingpin
guess.
was announced as one of the villains. Yes.
Okay.
Who else would
Yeah.
it be? Like the Hood, maybe? Who else goes after these guys? Oh, I hope David Tennant shows up.
Purple Man.
Purple Man.
Yeah. So who are some you think Daredevil antagonists? Kingpin, Purple Man.
The first one will
Bullseye.
be the guy. Yeah, Bullseye. The first one will be
Yeah.
Bullseye.
Bullseye.
He will open the show of Fear No Evil. I bet.
Okay, so then we get that box with Daredevil, Echo, and whatever scenarios we're getting in there, and then they're going to
Love it.
release
I'm so excited.
2
Okay.
hero packs. It says summer 2026. Jessica
It does.
Jones and Luke Cage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so both of those, that's cool. Winter 2026, we get Elektra and Iron Fist, so that'll round out the rest of your defenders. I'm curious to see Elektra because she's kind of like, at least in the TV series, and stuff, she's like a bad character or like morally gray, right? She kind of waffles back and forth, anti-hero maybe. So I'm curious to see how that pack will
Wait,
Mhm.
Jennifer Garner is morally gray?
No, in the not that Elektra.
Oh,
but
okay. Because
the-
she's always straight up good. Every
No,
show
yeah,
I've ever seen her in.
No, not the
Yeah.
Ben Affleck Daredevil / Jennifer Garner Elektra, not that version, but like
Mhm.
from the TV series, and then in some of the comics, I think she's a little anti-hero sometimes. I think so. I'm just curious to see how they play that. That's all. But in the middle there, Scott, what do we have? We have something extra.
We do have something extra. In the fall of 2026, we are getting Shadowland, which is a scenario expansion similar to like the Mojo or the Hood. And in this one, we're getting the hand, the ninja-esque minions and potentially villains associated with
Oh, cool.
what is really Iron Fist and Daredevils and Elektra's wrapped up villain-esque scenario. And based on the art, it looks like it might be reflecting a set of comics where Daredevil was actually the bad guy, was the head of the hand. So
That would
he
be
may,
cool.
in fact, be one, if not like the big villain in that particular box.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. So there's a lot coming in 2026.
Yeah, there's still more.
Yeah, what I like is we're getting a scenario pack. Like we just had the Loki scenario pack. We're going to get another scenario pack. Not long off of it, right? I guess Loki came out with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. There was no scenario pack for Civil War, but we're getting a scenario pack for Fear No Evil. So if we get a scenario pack every other wave now, that would be great. I mean, they have 3 guys on the line, right? You have Tony, Aaron, and
Yep.
Frank. Plus, we have seen Boggs doing stuff, right? He did Loki. So if they have, let's say, 3.5 guys working on this game, we should get tons of material. I can't wait.
Okay.
That's cool.
Here's my hope for Jessica Jones. Okay. She will have in her deck her signature ally. Okay. Whoever it is.
Okay.
And then I
Probably
want
Luke.
her text on her card to say that she cannot include allies in her deck.
Just because
That's what I
she's so like standoffish and stuff.
She's so standoffish and awful. And again, I'm just going by the show. Like, who's going to be her ally?
Oh, who's
You
her
know,
friend?
Luke.
If it's based off the
Luke
show,
Cage.
who's the?
It's her friend, like the guy who works for her. I forget his name. The
No, well,
character.
what's her friend in the TV series? Like the blonde reporter lady.
Oh, no.
her
Yeah, well,
sister.
that's
That's her sister.
it is, and it's Hellcat. It's Patty Walker.
That's Hellcat.
Patty Walker.
Patsy
Yes.
Patsy Walker.
Patsy
Patty?
Walker.
Patsy?
And what? Yeah,
Patty,
one
I
of
think,
those.
in the show. Because I think it's short for Patricia.
All right. She could have her as a signature ally, and then the other
more.
guy, like down the hall or whatever, who works for her,
Oh,
Malcolm.
okay, yeah.
Malcolm,
the
as
neighbor.
like
Yeah, okay.
a support card, like Pepper Potts,
Right.
and then she can't include allies.
And you can like exhaust him to collect your mail.
That's right.
Yeah.
Which
Pay
like
the
removes
bills.
one threat or something, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's funny. Obviously,
Or she comes with like
people who know the comics are yelling at us
Yeah.
right now. But
her,
yeah.
or she comes with like 6 obligations in her deck.
I actually, there's one already made. There's a custom version of her, but I actually, because she's one of my favorite characters, I had done a custom of her. I built the cards, I just never put art to them. And my design for her was that she is the only hero who doesn't flip, because as Jessica Jones, she's always herself. She doesn't flip into alter ego. She does everything under her own name all the time. And instead, she has a support that flips. So she has Alias Investigations that flips over to Jessica's apartment. So she's either at home not doing her job, or she's out in the field doing her job. And so her stuff
Cool.
is, she either has attack or scheme, or is able to use different basic powers based on whether she's in Alias Investigations or if she's in her Jessica's
Chilling at
apartment
home.
mode. So she
Nice.
gains like the ability to exhaust that to heal. She doesn't have a basic recovery. Some stuff like that I was kind of
Scott,
using.
that's
or
cool.
that she
And
can only access it. So that was my design prompt for her to try to make her special. And then it plays off snoop counters. So she used snoop counters that she would generate them based on defeating minions or like resolving treacheries or something, I think is what I had.
No, that is super cool.
From that support.
Yes. So it's the same thing that's on Surveillance Team.
That's it.
So if you play Surveillance team with her, she could use Surveillance teams to charge her
Snoop
cards using their snoop counters, because she also generates her own snoop counters. So it's kind of like, well, she could have a team of surveillance specialists who are helping her, and then she could spend those snoop counters to help remove threat from a scheme or from the main scheme, or to help get bonus effects off her cards. They couldn't be used as resources. They were more like how Colossus spends like a tough status to like get a bonus effect or something. So it was more like that, how to get like the extra benefit off of her effect.
I really like that idea. And
That's how I designed it.
I hope MJ took over the design of Jessica Jones, because MJ made Spitter, right?
Yeah.
She
Right?
did.
Like that kind of special, very different type of hero
Yeah,
design.
I'm just straight up like just say weird, like non-standard
Non-standard.
to the game format. Yeah.
Because Scott, that makes a lot of sense, right? Because Jessica Jones there's no alter ego, right?
No, yeah, she's just herself.
So I wonder if this whole Defenders line will do that, because there's not, Luke Cage is Luke Cage, right?
Well, he's Power Man. But yes, you are right. But Luke Cage
Iron
is
Fist
a
is
pseudonym.
Danny Rand.
His name is not Luke Cage. His name is something Lucas. His last name is Lucas, I think. But Luke Cage is not his name. That's an alias he took on after he was put in jail and escaped. And so that's not his real name.
Okay. So there are legitimate reasons to have an alter ego, right? So, yeah.
Okay. So that's what we're looking at for 2026.
Oh, that's 2026 is going to be
Well, did we
great
talk about
for this
Electra and
game.
Iron Fist? Because they're coming in the winter.
Yeah, I did mention that. Yeah, we talked a little bit, but yeah, Iron Fist, Danny Rand, that'll be cool.
So which one of these 4 is going to be leadership? Would that, I don't
Let's say
would that
6.
be Iron Fist?
Let's say 6, because you have Daredevil and Echo too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so none of these defenders strike me as leadership.
No, I think Luke Cage is leadership.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Not protection like he is in the game.
No, because I think that's too obvious.
Okay.
I think he's like the protector of his neighborhood and all this sort of stuff, like rallying the rest of the guys together. I was kind of, even in the show, I kind of felt he was sort of like a linchpin to part of the team, but obviously protection, because like, unbreakable skin and all that kind of stuff. But because I don't know who else is the leadership one. I think Jessica Jones is Justice, right? Because she's investigating. Like you were talking about snoop counters and all that kind of stuff. That makes sense to me. Iron Fist, he punches stuff, right? He's got to be aggression.
He punches stuff.
He has a fist made of iron or whatever.
It's in the name.
It's in the name.
I think Iron Fist could easily also be protection if they want to make him protection. He could be Justice too if they really wanted to. I think he could fit in any of those. I think leadership is the least fitting for Iron Fist. We don't really see him leading teams ever.
Echo would probably be aggression, I imagine.
Yeah, like Echo and Elektra, maybe.
Yeah, could be.
Daredevil. Daredevil could be any of them, I guess. Maybe. Yeah, maybe not.
He's probably Justice as a lawyer.
I think that's what people were leaning towards, is that he would come in justice. Yeah.
We're gonna get another attorney trait.
Ooh, we will.
We
Matt
got our
Murdock.
second
Yeah.
player.
All right.
I wonder if we'll get the mayor trait, because there was
For Kingpin.
no, for Luke Cage. So part of when they were playing and talking about the upcoming stuff, I believe it was Frank, no, or Aaron. One of them let slip about Luke Cage in that he was in leadership, because they were drawing from his time in the comics where Luke Cage is the mayor of New York City.
See, leadership. I knew it. I don't
And
think I
so we
watched
do
that.
know
I have to
we
watch
do
that.
know for a fact that Luke Cage is the leadership hero in the set. That wasn't intended to be released. It was a little slip of the tongue. But they did, I think, Olivia kind of like, that's okay. We let loose one of them, for the careful listener.
You heard it
who
here
one of
second,
the
folks.
aspects are.
You're here second.
So I'm curious if we'll get him as the mayor trait, if we'll actually see him as
That'd be
mayor on his card, because that would be really fun.
Upgrade or something that turns them into the mayor.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Like a resource card that's like mayor of New York City, tap for 2 resources.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we need.
Cool. Some other things they've announced. Yearly RRG updates. So we can expect the RRG to get updated every year. I think that's cool. And they talked again about like environments, current versus I don't know, what do they call it? Classic? I don't know. And then you mix the two together or what. So they talked again about that. I don't personally, it won't really impact me because I own everything. I know that will impact plenty of new players and people just getting into the game now, which I feel bad for if they want to go back to try to get a Captain America or something just difficult to find.
Sure.
But we've been doing the show for 6 years, which means the game has been out for 6 years, which means at some point somebody somewhere stops making stuff or something gets hard to find. Try to buy that I should have bought that Netrunner thing when I was in Costa Rica, I guess.
No
but
kidding.
yeah, I don't know how I would have got it home. It was a big box. But those are interesting things. I'm looking forward to like consistent rule updates. That's nice.
Steve, is there a rule you believe should be updated?
I think
if I'm putting you on the spot, you can just,
we're not going to talk about that while you're on the show, Daniel.
Right. I think the heroes should be forced to lose more often. No, I just like that they have it on their radar that they know either rules questions, niche rulings, errata, things along those lines. Like at this point, a lot of the big stuff I think is ironed out. I mean, if we have to get another ruling on you or defense or while or something along those lines, like, I don't know. It's just, that's tough. But, maybe there's like a 3-card combo that doesn't make any sense because they just couldn't test the multiple environments, and then they can answer questions and put it in the rules update officially. Okay. I think would be nice. So,
all right.
I think there's definitely some timing updates that they still consistently need to work on, where it's like, was it Crash Space? I think was talking about that there's some timing issues with the wording on like one of Magneto's cards, and there's some like the new.
Well, yeah, they
updated
that one with the magnet counters.
They updated the villain Magneto, so that's nice and clear with his magnet counters. But there's some other heroes. Oh no, with Hulkling, right, where it's like you spend this, you flip to alter ego or something, and it's like, well, you can still use your deal, but usually you can only use it as a hero resource. There's some timing things in there where they're like, it does the thing that you think it does, and it's like, well, if you look at the timing, it shouldn't though. So why are you saying that it does? There's some pieces in there sometimes where timing can kind of be finicky, and they've ruled in a way that didn't necessarily make sense, but in the way that is more fun for the player.
Maybe. More fun, yeah.
So there may be some spaces where they want to rule. Yeah, they want to rule more like, this doesn't exactly make sense, but this is what we intended, and this is what's more fun for the player, so we want people to do that, or they may alter it. They may do an errata on one of the cards involved. I don't know. But they continuously seem to have little tweaks like that where things don't work quite the way that you would think.
Yeah. I just like the idea that they're going to like pay attention to it and know that it's going to happen, so that there isn't this like, well, we haven't heard anything in 2.5 years, right? So like, right. That's all. All right, what else? What else is there to talk about? Anything else we want to talk about coming up for the game? How about for the show? I mean, Scott's here.
I'm here. You're not getting rid of me now.
Yeah, I know. Gave him a key.
He's got a chair.
Yeah, he got his own chair. I mean, he did get those little kitty chairs for the elite minions too, so that was really nice of you.
Yeah.
For the show, we're going to keep doing what we're doing. We are in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We're hopefully going to be able to have some interviews with some FFG folks that we haven't spoken with in the past, and shows with people we have spoken with. And then, we are looking forward how we're going to do Civil War, what we're going to talk about, Fear No Evil, all that kind of stuff. More great critical encounters. Right, guys?
More.
Yeah.
Top tier, top shelf critical encounters coming your way.
Yep. More is going to be more.
Expert 3 here, folks. Expert 3. Or 3 experts. So,
No, not that.
Well, my dad used to say an expert is a has-been under pressure.
Oh.
An expert has been under pressure.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
Wow.
Now you know where it comes from.
I think some of that is true about us.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Scott, is there anything else you want to talk about?
I'm super stoked about the Defenders coming. I haven't really said that, but I could not be more thrilled. I think everybody has been excited for them for a long time.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah.
by far one of my favorite sets of heroes that have ever been in the comics. I love the shows they did on them too, even though they weren't very good, many of them. The Iron Fist one is a
Iron Fist
drag.
is terrible. But Daredevil is great. So
Daredevil's great. Jessica Jones is great too. It's really
I like
good.
this. Yeah, I like Luke Cage. I mean, I like all of them except for Iron Fist. Yeah, I didn't like their Defenders series when they all got together. I was like, yes, they're all together.
It was good. It was a fun run. So I'm absolutely thrilled. I've been wanting these heroes for a long time. That's why I was working on designing my own versions of them, and I can't wait to have them in the game. I am just absolutely stoked for it. So
I think we can say though, right, Daniel? We did say once we get Daredevil, the game is dead.
Game's
over.
We made that very clear.
Official.
Game is clearly dead.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Well, gentlemen, I look forward to another year. Daniel,
Yes, sir.
thank you for going on this journey with me, heading into our 7th
thank you.
year. And Scott, I mean, I feel like we've done a whole year together already as Elite Minion, now Villain. So, but I look forward to a full year as Villain compatriots.
Indeed. Me too. There's a lot to look forward to.
There is. Well, why don't you take us out on this last show here? Go ahead.
I would love to. For all of you listeners out there, if you want to tell us what you are most excited for in the coming year, whether in the game or on our particular little corner of the Marvel Universe on Critical Encounters, you can email us at criticalencounterspod@gmail.com. We are also Critical Encounters on Facebook, and you can find our YouTube, Twitch, or Patreon by searching for Critical Encounters Podcast. And on Discord, we are Vardan, Big Foam Loaf, and Lexicon. If you like our show, tell your friends. If you don't like our show, tell your enemies. Kingpin, take us out. Crime is on the rise, and therefore, so are our profits.
We're fighting over who gets to be Kingpin, even though Scott's art on the new cover
my art is the Kingpin.
You are the Kingpin. Why don't you do it?
Do it, Scott.
Do it, Scott. Now, Daniel, how would you have done it?
Crime is on the rise, and therefore, so are our profits.
It's pretty good.
Like it. What about you, Steve?
Yeah. Crime is on the rise, and therefore, so are our profits.